So we have Gina Pierce in studio here right now. Gina, good morning.
Good morning.
Do you know any of the, what, 1, 2, 3, how many of the titles do you know?
I think 3. That's it. Usually I'm pretty good at that trivia, but I'm stumped on a couple.
Davey, all 5, any 5, 4? Somebody 4? 3? 3.
Somebody had 4?
Oh, somebody had 4.
Oh, and he has the answers, huh?
He does, yes. Yeah. So, dates, action. This starts with an open bar. There's hors d'oeuvres. It's a gourmet dinner, and you bring in celebrities. This is a really cool event.
Yes. And it's Saturday night. We start the doors open at 6:30. The event is from 7 until 11. Mm-hmm. And for sponsors, there's a special VIP event at the Turquoise Tiger prior to the main event. So
love
we have
that
a lot
venue.
going
That's
on.
A really cool venue there.
Yes,
so,
and they did a fantastic job last year. I have to give a good shout out to Turning Stone. We're excited to be there.
Is this so? The whole event is it's in one of the ballrooms, but beforehand you'll be at the Turquoise Tiger for sponsors.
Yes,
okay,
VIP
very
event,
nice.
Yep.
Who's coming this year? I know my wife perked up on the housewives thing.
Well, yes. Our special keynote speaker is Taylor Armstrong, and she is best known for her role on The Housewives of Beverly Hills.
She went through adversity, right?
She did.
Because her husband died, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and she's written a book about her experience as a domestic violence victim. She's on a DV Speakers Bureau, and that's how we found her. But she really does a great job of explaining her perspective.
Was he the husband that died? She was a victim of domestic violence to him.
She was, yes.
Oh, I guess I don't. It's always on in the corner for me. My wife is very glued to those programs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's
My
terrible.
husband is forced to watch.
Yeah.
It is, and I think he actually hospitalized her, but really injured her. And then while they were filming, he committed suicide. So it was really part of the storyline that season.
Okay. So he was being exposed to...
Wow.
Okay.
Yes, and the interesting thing is, well, for me, it's a bit fascinating because she was telling her friends what was going on, while they were filming. And because she said she loved him, they were doubting that the abuse was actually happening because they couldn't understand the victim mindset. And I think that's a very powerful message because as a community, we need to understand that if somebody's in that situation, there are 1,000 reasons why they remain in that situation, and we need to still support them.
Yeah, well, we're seeing it now more than ever. As people are coming out, we're asking the question, why did it take so long?
Yes.
Well, I don't think we have the right to ask that question.
That's an excellent point.
I do think we need to address it and figure out a way so that women do feel more comfortable in coming forward, feel safe in coming forward.
Yes. And speaking of which, I'm going off topic a little bit here. Right. I was listening earlier, and you guys were discussing Claudia Tenney. Mm-hmm. I'm just really mind blown by her comments in the Huffington Post article about Rob Porter, and the fact that he wasn't arrested must imply that the accusations by his ex-wives of his abuse were false.
Yeah, that's going to come back to haunt her during this campaign.
I can't get over it.
Yeah. Coming from a woman, that's hard to... You can't imagine a woman saying that.
Yeah, I can't get over it. And in this day and age right now with Me Too and Time's Up, how could she expect to get any female votes when she's making comments like that?
Yeah. Talk about what inspired Kristen's fun gala. Talk about Kristen.
Well, Kristen, my sister, my best friend, mom of 4, well-known in the community. Unfortunately, she lost her life in a domestic violence, homicide, suicide, and we, for years, just wanted to find a way to honor her and help educate the community.
Yeah. One of the most gruesome but public that we've seen. Gives me chills and I can't imagine how you feel, but I feel it's so important. We take these names, like our radiothon this weekend, and we easily forget about what caused. So we always talk about Ralph Ehlinger. He had a heart attack, massive heart attack. It led into the heart run and walk. I mean, it's crazy. and we often give names, and then as years go on and years go on, the names just become part of the name.
Yeah.
But there's a name and a reason that we can never forget.
Yes.
And I think that's extremely important. It's why you do it this way.
Yes. It's a big event, and we want it to be a big event because the event itself raises awareness.
Right.
So even if people aren't attending or can't support financially or be a sponsor, they're still hearing about it. They're hearing about it if they're listening right now. They see commercials on TV. They might be reading about it on social media. So even the event helps raise awareness.
But it's got to be something for you as you're watching all of this unfold in the last year. It's got to really hit home.
It does hit home. And last year, the response was so incredible that we were just so personally affected and touched. Not only my family, but we've got a phenomenal committee who is just working really hard this year because they want to do something to help and to honor Kristen's legacy and to make us a more educated community.
Okay, so enough of the emotion, because sometimes you have to set that aside.
Yes,
I get that, and let's do that because this is going to be a great time as well. And while we learn, you come out, you can have a good time. Talk about some of the other VIPs that are going to be there.
So we have some sports people, Colin Frazier, Rob Esch, our hockey guys. We have Brian Angelichio, who's tight ends coach for the Packers.
My boy right there.
Caleb Hanie, who was a QB for Dallas, Chicago, and Denver. And Nate Byam also played for Tampa Bay and the 49ers. So we're really honored and excited to have them there.
How do people go ahead?
I was going to say what's so cool about this event, and I had Jeff was there last year too. We had such a good time. Is that it's really a meeting experience.
Yes.
It's a real mingling experience.
Yes.
It's not like they're behind a wall and you got to wait in line. You could just go up and have conversations with these people.
They're
really
happy
nice.
to take pictures with our guests. They're happy to mix and mingle and meet, and that's why they're there, because they believe in what we're doing. Aside from a lot of them have a personal relationship with my brother, which is how they became involved. So they're really engaged.
Pretty awesome, and it's awareness. It is so important. Money will be raised, but awareness is really is key. How do people get tickets?
They can get tickets by going on kristensfund.com, and there's a link there directly to Eventbrite where you can purchase tickets.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Anything you guys want to add? Anything that we've missed?
It's part of I'm losing the name. The
Community Foundation.
Thank you.
Yes, we are a donor-advised fund, or we're about to be. We're in transition. A donor-advised fund of the Community Foundation of Herkimer and Oneida County. Yes, and we also have a lot of great raffles and 8. They call them bucket list trips. That people can bid on in a silent auction. That will be, I think, a lot of fun. And some special secret entertainment and then some dancing in the last hour. It's going to be a great evening.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, listen, we appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
And we hope everybody goes to the website, go to Eventbrite, get tickets, and it'll be a great weekend. So.
Thank you.